Hi, this is Manish Pandey. Now we are going to talk about the data function, which is a Blue Prism inbuilt function. So in this one we have one function that is bytes. It gets the number of bytes in some binary data. Here we need binary data. So how can we take that? So here right side you can see we have a data type that is binaries. So let me create one data item, that data type. So we have binary data and the data type is binary. Now let me click OK, and we are going to take the data from that binary, that here the binary data type, and then we are going to convert to bytes. So let me take here bytes and then delete this data, because this data will be replaced with the binary data, because we are going to take the input from this data item. And what will be the input? The input will take from here. Now let me replace this name with the bytes function. Now here we will store this in the number, so that will be bytes number. Create this. So now we have two data item stage. Now here let me first link this. So we are going to take the input from binary data, that is from the binary type, and second that we are going to store this in the number. Now what will be the value, what will be the input that we are going to take it here. So if we double click on that, you can see here we have to pass initial value here. Currently that is empty. So how and what input we need to pass here? So here we need to click on import, and we have to import any of the file which has some data, and then it will give you the bytes of that file. So let's say here we have this Centrix data solutions data, that is the Excel file, and I am going to import that. Now you can see here we have this 9883 bytes. So it means it is same time it is going to import that file and it's going to give the bytes of that specific file that we have imported. Now let me click OK, and now if I will right click, set next stage, and then next. Now what will happen once it will pass through here? It will take this data from this input, that binary data. So here we have bytes. Now it will convert this bytes to the number. So here we have 9883 bytes, and here it has converted to numbers, that is 9883 only. Now you can see what are these, what is this 9883 bytes, why we are getting that based on this Excel. Let me show you. So in this one, if you will right click here and then click on properties, you can see here we have this bytes 9883. Now just to explain you, I am going to show you with other file. Let me double click, clear this, let me import. Let's say we have this application. Now let me import this. So you can see here the bytes is 2216960. Why we are getting this? Because the size of this, the bytes of this application is 2216960. This is the same, right? 2216960. Let me take other one, double click here, clear, import other. Let me take it from the Blue Prism video planning that I have. I have just written some word in that Blue Prism video planning text file, and then I am going to open this. Now you can see here the bytes is 878. You can see here, right click, properties, 878 is the bytes. You can see from here 878 bytes. Bytes function will give you the bytes from that imported file. Here manually we are importing this file, and then it's giving us the value here, and then we are able to run from here. Let's say now I am going to run. So now it's giving us the value that in the number 2216960. But we'll cover this, how to load this file name directly to this binary data, and then how can we get that instead of putting manually. We'll learn this later.